Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Jason Violet, racing for Leadfoot Racing Entertainment, here to give a little demonstration of movement of the motion platform here. So this platform is a two-dimension of freedom platform, which means you have pitch and roll for your two dimensions. We are going to be doing a test here at Lernerville Speedway. So it's a good track. It's, well, you know about Lernerville. You got kind of a gentle rolling turn through 1 and 2, and then you got that nice steep bank through 3 and 4. So hopefully you'll get a good feel of the movement here. And let's give it a try. I gotta put my VR controller up here. Alright, let's hit the track. I got a qualifying setup loaded in. So you notice that as soon as we loaded in, the car immediately tilted back slightly and then pitched in to the left. That is representative of the stagger. Right now I am kind of using this rig in the shop here as a test and tune type rig, so it's going to be unfinished, but the finished product is going to be representative of what you see in the videos. So you notice that as we go through the track, it's rutted up in some areas. You'll see the motion platform making adjustments and moving with those ruts. Gives you a little added dimension of freedom, or immersion I should say. So I'll probably be running out of fuel here pretty soon. So as you see, I run out of fuel. You can feel the engine or hear the engine sputtering, and you can actually feel it. So I just goose the gas a little bit. You can, or the goose the throttle. There's the brake. So the finished product is not going to be as squeaky. It is going to actually have a sprint car and brake throttle assembly on it, like the original one that I had. I just don't want to put that into a test rig where it can be applied to actually a finished product for somebody else. So we'll go out and we'll do, yeah, that noise is from the stupid pedal board here that I got. So we'll go out and you can see how the motion platform reacts to throttle inputs and brake inputs, and then we'll do some more qualifying. So this track has a really bumpy entrance to the track. You can see obviously it's really bad right here. Huge ruts that you're going over. Alright, so I'm going to back off the throttle to dive into the corner, and I'm on the throttle again, so you'll see the platform reacting accordingly. The original platform I had, you know, was great, but I changed a lot on the platform. I made the motors rear mounted so I can use the studs for the shocks, and I have a beefier U-joint to support the sprint car chassis. 15.111. And the software to adjust your access limits is way more affordable, and you can actually do extra tuning yourself. But I am going to include the profiles that I have for the sim rig included with every purchase. So let's go ahead and we'll do a couple more laps. We'll go and load in our heat race setup. And you'll see the platform kind of went back to neutral. So anytime you go into a park situation, the platform does level out. I have it biased a little bit to the right because when we do load in, the platform represents the stagger. So I kind of help to balance that out with having the platform biased a little bit more leaning right in the park position. Alright, go to the garage, grab our setup here, Lernerville, and track is still pretty tacky, so we'll load in our tacky setup and go from there. Alright. And one thing that's great about VR is you can pretty much look all over too. I'm not including complete VR setup because usually what I found is that anybody who is looking at one of these platforms already has their own VR setup that they're comfortable with. Close to the wall there. Alright, so I'll try to run down low and do a little bit more with the throttle and brake inputs so you can kind of see the platform react to that. And this, the movement of the axis is all tunable, so I found that this is a pretty happy medium. It gives you the immersion you want, but yet doesn't beat the crap out of you.
13.672.
And if it wasn't for the squeaky pedal board, you wouldn't really hear any movement. And you won't with a sprint car and brake throttle assembly that I put in my simulators. Yep, see, got into the guardrail a little bit there, so you see that this simulator works really well with iRacing. You can pretty much feel a lot of stuff here. I'll try to hit the guardrail again. So, hard hits, the threshold is pushed way down on the movement so you don't get beat up, but small hits like the one I had over here, you'll feel. Alright, so there, oh, they're running out of fuel. This pedal board noise is really annoying me, so my apologies. But this is a representation of motion platform movement. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I want to see what else we have for tracks. Kokomo's pretty wild. Maybe we'll test that one out next. That's a really nice bouldering, so. Actually, let me go ahead and get that setup loaded in for slick or tacky track. And then I will be right back. Gonna give you the be right back screen. And hopefully by then I'll have Kokomo loaded in for you. Here we are at Kokomo. This is it can be a fun track and a little perilous at times too. We already preloaded in our qualifying setup, so we'll go ahead and do some testing on the track. Yeah, she's a little bumpy out here. A little bumpy. Get hung up on that tire there. Alright, now we'll just kind of run the apex here. Alright, we'll hop back to the cushion. Oop, and that's one good thing about, like I said, one good thing about this software is when you wreck majorly like that,
we've got damage on the back end.
You don't flip the platform over. Which I did not have on my previous platform. So it made you drive better, that's for sure. But I actually had to anchor the original platform down. From now on, you won't have to do that. Oh, man. I gotta get my act together here.
13.302. You've got wheel damage.
These pedals are really bothering me.
About one lap of
there you go.
12.013.
So yeah, I had definitely a really good movement in this platform. Can definitely can definitely feel it for sure. You ain't gonna be disappointed. So that's gonna conclude my little test here and allow you to see some of the platform movement. And I look forward to hearing from you.
29.537.
And then we'll go to TV1 here to... maybe TV2 will be better. Something a little closer. Huh? Much better. Anyways. There you go. So, hopefully you enjoyed the test. Like I said, this motion platform definitely is going to allow you to feel the game. And there's also built-in functionality with the software so that when you do get in a wreck, it doesn't violently thrash you around or flip you over. So that's a bonus. It's never fun doing that. I've been there a couple times already, so thankfully with the flexibility with the software, you can definitely do a lot more than what I could with my original platform. So appreciate you coming along for the ride. Hopefully you enjoyed the on-track racing action, even though it was pretty much hot lapping and testing. But looking forward to hearing from you. And like always, I leave off with keep your wingtips up and your hammer down, and you'll be all right.